and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my taste in music. Now, my taste in music is interesting. And when I was growing up, I grew up listening to my mom's music, which was stuff like John Mayer and Jack Johnson and Dave Matthews Band and like a lot of French pop stuff, surprisingly. But then when I got to elementary school, my dad decided to show me Green Day. And in my mom's opinion, it all went downhill from there. So with growing up listening to pop and alternative and whatever, and then starting to listen to punk and rock and all of that, and using Spotify and Pandora and Friends, I've been able to find a lot more music. I will listen to almost anything. There's not much that I'll rule out, but there's a few things I won't listen to on a regular basis. But the things that I do listen to on a regular basis are a little odd. There's a wide variety of stuff. I will go from singer-songwriter folksy music to like alternative stuff, rock-ish, to like tribal metal. I have a problem. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff that I listen to because I like CDs. I have a CD player. I have all of these CDs behind me. I think I have 20 something CDs. So I'm gonna go through them and tell you who the person is, what some of my favorite things on that album or about that artist are, maybe some of my least favorite things if I have some, maybe I'll rate the albums, I don't know. There's some that I don't listen to super often, but I still have because I have them. So yeah, let's get started. So first up of my CDs, Bishop Briggs' Church of Scars. And I bought this album at Target. I buy a lot of my stuff from Target, like a lot of my CDs and stuff, until they started to get rid of the CD section and I got really sad. But I saw Bishop Briggs and Kaleo live together, and there's some really good stuff on here and there's some okay stuff. I will admit I have not listened to this in quite a while. A couple months maybe a little longer. My favorite, I'm gonna be basic and I'm gonna say that I really like Wild Horses. I really like The Fire. The remix of Dream is really good. I don't really like White Flag. It's not great. It's not horrible. Anyway, this one is one that I don't really listen to much, so I can't give a good opinion on it. But yeah, I'd probably rate this one. This one would be in the middle. Not great, but not terrible, in my opinion. Next, Dreamland. I have had this disc. I actually just grabbed this disc a couple months ago from where we had it downstairs. I used to listen to this when I was a little kid, and I still listen to it now if I want to fall asleep or if I need something calm to listen to. I absolutely love these songs. They're all in different languages. I think there's like one that's in English, maybe. I don't know what I'd rate this. What would I rate this one? I'm not good at rating things. I'd say a 7 because this is pretty good, but I, again, don't listen to it as often as I should. Next, we're talking about 3 discs. This is what started everything. This is the problem. I have listened to so much Green Day. So much. And I don't actually have my favorite album on CD. My favorite album from them is 21st Century Breakdown. I love that album. it came out and I probably could have gone to the concert had I known who they were. And also had I probably been a little bit older, because I don't think my dad would have wanted to take an elementary schooler to a punk concert. But anyway, American Idiot is actually the first album I ever heard from them. There's some really good songs on here. I don't know what my favorite one is. Maybe Jesus of Suburbia or Homecoming. I don't know. Revolution Radio. I went to this concert. I'd say my favorite on this one, Troubled Times or Outlaws. My least favorite, I don't really like Ordinary World. I don't really like it. Oh, I didn't say what my least favorite one on this one was. Give Me Novocaine, kinda, sorta. I really like all of the ones on here. There's a bunch of, this is their like greatest hits album. So there's a bunch of stuff from a ton of their albums. There's 2 songs on here from 21st Century Breakdown, but there's also, this one has Ordinary World, but featuring Miranda Lambert, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's not bad, but it's not great. The original song that's on here is called Back in the USA, and that is a good song. My least favorite on here, again, might be Ordinary World. I'm going to be honest, I don't really like Dookie. I don't know if it's just that I haven't listened to it a ton, but like Longview and Welcome to Paradise and Basket Case, and they have 6 songs from that album on this disc. And they have 4 from American Idiot, and then like 2 or 3 from all of the other ones. Not even all of the other ones. Like Uno Dos Tres, they only have Oh Love. That's my one problem with this disc, is that there's too much of their Dookie album on here. Other than that, I like it. I think all of these a 7 as well, because again, they're not ones, not that I don't listen to them anymore, but I've branched out definitely from these, so I'll give them a 7. Sure, 7. Next, another group of 2. Imagine Dragons. Another band I saw live. Really good band. I own, whether on CD or on iTunes, every single one of their albums, plus the deluxe editions of Night Visions and Smoke and Mirrors. I'm sad I got this disc before Next to Me was put on, so I don't have it. I own the song, just not on this disc. Evolve reminds me of the summer, just in general. It's a summertime album. I would listen to Evolve on repeat the summer that I got it, like endlessly on repeat. And I can proudly say that I think I know all of the lyrics to every single Imagine Dragons song. Again, don't quote me on that, but I can probably, even if I don't know all the lyrics, I can recognize any Imagine Dragons song in like 10 seconds of it starting to play. My brother and I did a contest when we were on our way to this concert, and I won every time. I think there was one time where he got it before me because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah. Favorite tracks from here? I love Yesterday and Whatever It Takes, I think. A lot of people hated Thunder when it first came out because of the music video, I think. But I honestly don't mind it. The music video is weird, but I don't mind the song. I don't know if I have a least favorite song. I like all the songs on here, so I guess maybe my least favorite is maybe I'll Make It Up to You. But I like all of them. For this one, Bullet and a Gun is good. I kind of don't like Zero. It's not great. I feel like it should have just stayed on the soundtrack of, what was it, Wreck-It Ralph 2 or something like that. I feel like it kind of should have just stayed on the soundtrack album as opposed to being put on this album. Birds is a good one. Real Life is a good one. Machine is good too. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. So I'd give these a 7 again, because there's some that deserve more. Again, I've branched out. These are the discs that I can put on and my whole family will listen to. A lot of my other stuff is not like that. Whether it's because someone in my family doesn't like it or whatever, these two I can put on and it's family music. We all like it. Next one. I Prevail. My favorite band right now and has been for quite a while. I, again, own, other than their Blank Space cover, I own all of their albums. This is the only one I have on CD, but I have Trauma and I have Heart vs. Mind on iTunes. This has my favorite song on here. Chaos is my absolute favorite song. I have the thing right here. Home is where you make it. That is my favorite lyric of all time. I put it on a water bottle for a reason. Or I had someone put it on a water bottle for me. That is my favorite song from this album. Chaos is amazing. Least favorite song maybe is Stuck in Your Head. But I like all of these songs. I know all of the lyrics. My problem with this band in particular, I can't scream, so I can't sing half of the song for some of them. So I might know the lyrics, but I can't scream, so I can't sing the songs. This one, 10 out of 10. Full 10 out of 10. This is a good album. And check out Trauma, because I went to that concert. It was amazing. Next up, Lily and Madeline. I actually got this signed. It is signed right there. Look, signed by Lily and Madeline themselves. They're two like folksy singer-songwriter type people. I saw them when I went to a concert. I didn't know who they were. My mom had just bought tickets because they were at our like orchestra hall downtown, and we went to go see them a couple of years ago, and they were really good. So they were the ones that kind of started me on the more indie, folksy, like singer-songwriter sort of stuff. There's some really good songs on here. Ride Away, Can't Admit It, Hold On to Now. Again, really like the songs on here, so picking a least favorite is hard. Maybe Cabin Fever or Lips and Hips. But again, I like all of these songs. They're just not my favorites. This album gets an 8 out of 10 because I really like it and it started me getting into a whole different genre of stuff. Panic at the Disco. So, can you tell I was an emo in middle school? I don't listen to this album anymore. Just because I don't have it on my phone. I don't use it in my CD player. But I still have the album because it's not bad. It's just, I don't listen to it anymore. I really like Crazy Equals Genius and House of Memories, maybe? And I'm going to be honest, I don't really like Hallelujah. It's not that great. Don't come for me if there's any Panic fans in the comments or anything. Don't judge me, please. 6 out of 10. No, 5 out of 10, because I don't really listen to it. 5 out of 10. So I don't really listen to it anymore, but it was good when I did. Next. Rise Against. Good band. I'm going to be honest again. This is the only full album I've ever heard from them. Again, don't judge me, but I really like this album. Welcome to the Breakdown is good. They're all, I like protest music. This is protest music. This is good. How Many Walls is a great song for like when the 2016 election was going on. How Many Walls was a good song. Honestly, maybe Far From Perfect. Kind of ironic. Maybe Far From Perfect is my least favorite. Kinda. Maybe Politics of Love. Yeah, so this one, it's got a cool cover. Cool cover. I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. Good album. I need to look into these guys more. Another double. These guys, Sepultura. When I said tribal metal, this is what I meant. Definitely not for everyone, but I really like them. This was the one that I heard first. This is actually my dad's disc, but he doesn't use it anymore, so I got to take it. There's some good stuff on here. Just the instrumentals in this album in particular are really good. Like, I think it's Breed Apart that's got a really, really cool intro. Cutthroat is good. This album is, I bought this is mine. And there's a song on here called Refuse Resist, that's really good. But then later on, there's a song called Chaos BC, that's a remix of that song, and it is by far my favorite out of like everything. It's really, really good. Favorite songs? Chaos BC and Breed Apart. Least favorite songs, I can't say because I don't, maybe some of the, although Territory Live is really good. Where is the one on here that's really bad? Oh, there's like a bonus track somewhere on here called Canyon Jam. It's disgusting because all it is like forest sounds for 16 minutes. So if you like listening to forest sounds or something, I've never listened to it the whole way through because it's 16 minutes of nothing. So yeah, but these, I'm gonna give them an 8 out of 10, both of them an 8 out of 10, because they're pretty good. Not for everyone though. If you don't listen to metal at all, don't look these guys up because it is most definitely metal. Yeah. Next, Silverstein. Good band. This is How the Wind Shifts. This is actually, funny story. This is my brother's album that he bought, and he didn't like it. So I stole it to play in my CD player with him knowing. He knows I have it. But he was like, give it back to me before your birthday. And I'm like, why? He's going to give it to me as a birthday gift. Surprise me with it as a birthday gift. So once I'm done with this, I have to go give it back to him so he can give it to me for my birthday. There's some good songs on here. There's some weird songs, kind of weird songs on here. But the thing that I really like about this one in particular is how there's like side A, side B. It doesn't really exist, but if you look, then they have track 4 is This Is How, and track 11 is The Wind Shifts. So if you read it all the way across, it's This Is How the Wind Shifts. It's just really cool. I think it's On Brave Mountains We Conquer that I listen to a lot. Massachusetts I owned before I had the disc. And I also own A Midwestern State of Emergency. Not the album, but the song, because the song is really good. And yeah, Arrivals and Departures are 2 really good songs, and they make me sad. So yeah. Again, my problem with this band is that I can't scream, so I can't sing these songs. Rating out of 10, an 8. I'll give them an 8. They're still pretty good. Next is Sum 41. I bought this disc again from Target, and because it's from Target, they will occasionally come with extra songs just like as like Target exclusives or something like that. I don't know if that's actually true, but this one has some extra ones. Better Days, Black Eyes, War Acoustic, and Breaking the Chain Acoustic. I don't like War Acoustic version. I just don't. War, like the song as a regular song is fine, but I think both of the acoustic versions, Breaking the Chain is a little better, but they changed War too much, so I don't really like it. Favorite songs from this? I, again, honestly, don't really listen to this one that much. There Will Be Blood is good. I'll give this one a 6 out of 10 because it's just kind of meh. It's not my favorite, it's not my least favorite, it's just kind of there. Not a great album, not a horrible album. Got some good stuff on here, got some not great stuff on here. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Next, 3 Days Grace. This is their most recent album, Outsider. And again, I went to see them live in concert. I missed half of their set because they played, there were 5 bands on tour with them. It was Diamante, Dorothy, Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace, and Chevelle. We came in the middle of 3 Days Grace's set. We missed Diamante and Dorothy. I really wanted to see Diamante perform, but the cool thing is I got to meet her. Picture here. I got to meet her, but I didn't get to hear her perform live. But we came in the middle of 3 Days Grace's set, which was upsetting. But they're really good live. And this album is really good. I will say, I think Human is my favorite of their albums. Yeah, I think The End Is Not the Answer was my most listened to song on Spotify last year. Pretty sure. I think it was that one. This song, album, whatever it's called. This is really good. There was at one point I used to sometimes record myself singing and put it on my like spam Instagram. And I sang Nothing to Lose But You, I think. I sounded god awful, but I'd like to think I don't have a horrible singing voice, it's just when I record myself. I really like Strange Days. Strange Days is very relevant right now. Infrared is good. I actually recorded the song at the concert and I was supposed to send it to one of my friends and I never did because the video was too long to send over Instagram or Discord. Good album. Yeah. I'd give this one an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Good album. Next, another double. 21 Pilots. These guys are good. I like them. Can you tell I'm still going through my emo phase? Not quite as much as I was in middle school, but actually, story time. My friend and I, we used to, when we were in middle school, in 8th grade, we used to have to go over to the high school to do math class, because we were a grade above and we had to. So we had that year, we had the same schedule, like every single hour. So, and the schedule at the high school and the schedule at the middle school were weird because high school classes were shorter than middle school. And so we were only there for the first hour. So by the time we got back to the middle school, we still had like 20 minutes left. And our next class was orchestra. And that year, orchestra had to be in the choir room because band was in the orchestra room and they couldn't move all of their stuff because band. So we got stuck in the choir room. So what my friend and I did we used to go and set up the chairs because we were like, hey, we get here early. Do you want us to like help set up the stuff? And he was like, sure. So that was around the time where we both started listening to 21 Pilots, like a lot. And we used to, she would put on Blurry Face and Vessel. I think Self-Titled was off limits because we both didn't really know that one. But it was Blurry Face and Vessel, and she'd put those on shuffle on her phone, and we'd see who could guess the song fastest while we were doing this. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, but I still listen to these guys. There are definitely some songs that I'm tired of, especially from this album. There are some songs that I'm tired of, mainly Tearing My Heart and Stressed Out, because I've heard them too many goddamn times. Too many times. So yeah, those songs are kind of those, I guess I would say those are my least favorite. Do I have a least favorite from Trench? I don't know. Maybe Jumpsuit. But my favorite from this one is probably either Message Man or Not Today, and it's Message Man because it reminds me of Said Friend, because that was the song she memorized. Like, that was the one song that she memorized and she got really good at singing, so I always associate that song with her. So yeah, that's probably why it's one of my favorites. And then yeah, Not Today is a good one too. Trench, I really like Levitate. I really like Morph. Neon Gravestones makes me cry. So does Leave the City. And Pet Cheetah is really good too. So these two, I'd say 9 out of 10. I'm reading all of like the doubles as like one thing. So the reason it's 9 out of 10 is because this one has songs that I'm sick of. So 9 out of 10 for both of these. Next, the Weepies. This is a band that I discovered through a Pandora station called Acoustic Autumn. I have a thing where I tend to associate music with either like events or seasons. Like, there's a lot of songs that I listen to that I associate with one of the 4 seasons. And this is an album for late summer through the fall. And I found these guys through these two, I guess, through their song World Spins Madly On. It's a really good song. But it was the only one that ever would play on my Pandora radio from them. So I went to one of the local like record stores, but they sell CDs and stuff. I think last summer, and I was looking for either this album or the Paper Kites. I think it's Featherstone. So I was looking for either of those, and this was the one that I found. And I found another one, I think it was Hideaway from them, but I didn't get it because I only had enough money for this one. Another fun story time, I missed this concert because I had an orchestra concert. They had a concert this year in like October, and I missed it because we had an orchestra concert. Anyway, my favorite songs from this disc, World Spins Madly On, obviously, because this is how I found them. Painting by Chagall is really good too. Not Your Year is a good motivational sort of song. Least favorite is probably Love Doesn't Last Too Long or Suicide Blonde, maybe? I don't know, but Love Doesn't Last Too Long is not my favorite. Not bad, but I don't really like it. But yeah, there's some good stuff on here. 9 out of 10 album. 9 out of 10. Next, Young Pioneer. Most people don't know these guys. These guys, they go by Tioli now, I think. I got to see these guys. I actually got to meet them. I have all of their signatures here. I got to meet them. It was pretty cool. I went to a journalism camp for 2 years, and they played one night both years. So the first time I got to go, and I got to meet them, because it was a really small thing. Like, the concert was optional and not a lot of people showed up. There were still a lot of people, but not a lot of people showed up. And they let us stay after to talk to the guys, and they're so nice. So I got like a t-shirt, I bought this CD, and then I got like their autographs and stuff like that, which was really cool. I think that year I didn't take pictures with them, but the next year I did. And the next year was really cool because I got to go back, and a lot of people were new to the camp that year, I think. But there was me and this one other girl, and we knew the lyrics to the song, so we were able to sing along while everyone else was just kind of dancing. We ended up like meeting kind of after the concert, and then we got to take pictures with the guys. But that year they made us go inside early, so we didn't really get to talk to them. We didn't get to stay out as late as we had the year before. They're really good. Like, I like them. I think more people should know about them. Favorite tracks: Let's Be Alive, Playing Pretend, Sting Like This, all really good. Only track I might not like is Are You Out There, because there's not much to it. It's just kind of a filler track, but that's the only reason why. If it wasn't, like, I'd like all of them. So yeah, good band, great people. These guys are so nice. Rating out of 10, probably an 8. 8 out of 10. Good guess. My last album, Young the Giant. I'm wearing the concert t-shirt from that concert. These guys I've known for a while, but never really, like, I never used to really listen to them. Now I own this album, Home of the Strange, as well as I have, what is the name of the album? I have that one digitally, but I bought this when we were at the concert, and there's some really good stuff on here. Art Exhibit is really good. This was another album where I sang one of these songs on my spam Instagram. I sang Elsewhere. Good song. I butchered it again. But yeah, this album's got Silver Tongue and Something to Believe in on it, which are the ones that they normally play on the radio. Those are good too. Maybe my least favorite is Repeat. Again, still a good album. Still a good song. But yeah, and also this cover art is really cool. Like, I don't know, it's just cool. I feel like it's just so, oh yeah, and then on the inside too. It's just really cool. Like, it's just cool. These guys I got to meet as well. We got VIP passes to this concert, and it was, we got like a performance beforehand. I still have the VIP pass somewhere, but it was, we only got to meet Young the Giant, but there was Young the Giant, Cold War Kids, and Joywave, and it was a really cool concert. So yeah, that is all of my CDs. That is my taste in music in a nutshell. I will leave a link down below to as many like YouTube and or Instagram things that I can find for the bands. I'll also leave a link to 2 of my different Spotify playlists. One of them is like all rock and metal, and the other one is like all indie folksy stuff. So you can kind of get more of an idea of what I listen to, and some things like just single songs from artists as opposed to like listening to the artist as a whole. So yeah, I'll link those down in the description. If you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like, comment what some of your favorite artists are, and if you know or like any of the people that I talked about. Let me know what your favorite songs are or what songs you dislike. So yeah, bye y'all.